Okay, so welcome to Oharaimachi, and we are about to eat lunch. And this is what we have. So this is called gyudon, which is beef on top of a bowl of rice. And this is special beef called Matsusaka beef, which Matsusaka is another city here in Mie Prefecture, and they're really famous for this beef. So we're gonna have this beef bowl. Looks like it has some other things, some negi, some green onions, and an egg, wasabi, and some shoga, some ginger, yeah. And then we got a set here, so it comes with miso soup and a salad. And so that's what we're gonna have. This place has also yakiniku, so it would be here on this grill, and that's what these smokestacks are here for, to suck up the smoke and blow it outside. So anyway, this is where we are. This is our lunch. And so we're gonna enjoy this before going into the inner shrine. Okay, see you later. Okay, hello. And welcome to Oharaimachi. Hiraimachi. Oharaimachi. And you can see there's a lot of traditional buildings here and a lot of people. It's a really busy Sunday afternoon here in Ise. But this is the main approach leading up to the inner shrine of Ise Shrine. And a lot of shrines have this. It's kind of a place to buy souvenirs, to get snacks and food. And it is super busy here today. You can see they're selling some crafts. And they're selling the local specialties, the local food. And one of those is right there. The Matsusaka gyukushi, which is the same meat that we just had for lunch. But the kushi would be on a skewer. And so you can see right there, you can get one skewer for about $12. So really high quality beef. That one's 800 yen, or about $8 and $5, 500 yen. And they got other things too. So different prices for different types of beef, different quality. And of course, the better it is, the more expensive. It was actually more crowded earlier, right? Yeah, before lunch, it was even more crowded than this. But a lot of traditional buildings here. And I think the local specialties would be akahuku, which is kind of like a red bean paste type dessert with mochi, yeah. And udon, the Ise udon, is really famous. Maybe the seaweed. Yeah, the seafood. That Matsusaka beef, of course. And look at this. This is Starbucks. And it is not open. It looks maybe new. So maybe they're getting ready to open, but it's really, really beautiful, and it blends in so naturally with these other historic buildings. You can't tell. Of course, there's no green, which is the classic Starbucks color. And then if you look at the very top, they even have the mermaid symbol there on top. And it's hard to see on the second floor, but it looks like they have some traditional Japanese art on the wall. the inside. So it looks kind of like an old tea house. But it's a really nice building. And again, Starbucks does a really good job in Japan about adapting to the local architecture and design. So again, it's hard to tell which one is Starbucks. And then right here is some Japanese sake, maybe locally produced. And of course you can buy here. So anyway, this is just a little look around the here's the Matsusaka beef wearing a mask. So anyway, this is what Oharaimachi looks like, and we're headed toward the inner shrine of Ise Shrine. Okay, we'll see you soon. Okay, and so here we are in front of Ise Shrine. This is the inner shrine. This is just a view of the mountain nearby. We have this really nice tree right here. And then here it is. This is the main entrance for the Ise inner shrine. So again, there are two shrines. There's the outer shrine and the inner shrine. And this is the most sacred shrine in all of Japan. So if you think about for Catholic people, this would be like the Vatican, or for Muslims, it would be like Mecca. This is the holiest of the holies, and so this is the main entrance here. So we're going to go in, and of course there are several places that I can't film, but we're going to take a look around. And again, right here, you can see the main entrance. And this is different from the outer shrine because we're going to walk on the right side. This is a really nice river. It's very pure. So again, we're not supposed to walk in the center because that's where the gods come and go. So we have to walk here on the right, but for the other shrine we walked on the left. So yeah, just really beautiful scenery here with the mountains, the river. And it's very rare to see, but there it is, the Japanese flag. Not much wind right now. Okay, so we're gonna go inside and I'll record a little bit later. See you soon. Okay, so we're gonna continue our walk. We just crossed the bridge. We are inside the shrine and it is so beautiful. Of course, got the mountains, this beautiful landscaping with the trees. And it's just really simple. Yeah? Just really pure nature. Oh, is that a cherry blossom? Maybe? Is that plum? Nobody's over here. Alright, so these are plum blossoms. Really nice.
Maybe Genpei?
Yeah, Genpei. With the two different colors on the same tree. We can see the red, or the pink and white.
Nobody's here.
Nobody's here. Alright, so that's just a little look around. You can see it's just nothing but mountains, forests, and plum blossom trees. So anyway, we're going to keep going in, and I'll see you later. Okay, so now we are by the Isuzu River, the Isuzugawa in Japanese. Isuzu River, and this is the river that we just walked over on that bridge earlier. And this is a very special place because, as you know, maybe you saw when we entered the outer shrine, there's an area where you wash your hands. There's always a place every time you enter a shrine to purify, to cleanse your hands. But this place is different. They don't have that. And you're supposed to cleanse your hands in this river. And we did that just before I started filming. So this is where people come. And this is really, really rare. There's nobody here. There's just one lady over in the corner. It's just so peaceful here. So of course this is one of maybe the #1 most famous shrine in all of Japan. It's the most sacred. And for us to be here like this, with nobody around, it's really special. So again, this is a really sacred river. The water is very pure. And yeah, just one more time, but this is where the deity Amaterasu Amaterasu is enshrined. So Amaterasu is the sun goddess and one of the most important gods in Japanese mythology, and she is enshrined here. And so that's why this is such an important place in Shinto. And so again, just like the outer shrine, they replace it every 20 years. So they take it down and then they rebuild it with brand new materials, everything. They build it from scratch every 20 years. So anyway, that just kind of represents the process of renewal, maybe like in nature, birth and death, and the process of restarting, starting afresh, starting new. And so there's a lot of symbolism in that, and there's a lot of effort that goes into it. I saw that it takes 17 years out of those 20 years. It takes 17 years to get ready, and then it's 8 years of actually building the building itself. But all of the materials inside are made by hand. They do not use modern technology. Everything is done the same traditional way that it's always been done. And this shrine goes back 2,000 years. And the outer shrine goes back 1,500 years. So a lot of history, a lot of tradition, and it still continues to this day. And that just shows the importance of this to Japanese people. And one more thing I want to mention is in the museum that we went to, it was showing how they go to the forest and they cut down the trees, but they take the seeds from the trees before they cut them down, and then they plant the seeds, and everything is replaced as if they, to minimize the impact of the damage done on nature. So there's so much respect in Shintoism for nature. It's the worship of nature, the gods of the land and the wind and the sun and all of these things that bring life to this planet are worshipped. So again, Shintoism is not a monotheistic religion, it's a polytheistic religion, which means that there are many, many gods. But the respect and worship of nature is one of the most important elements of Shintoism. And so this is kind of a side note, this is my personal comment, but many people know the Kyoto Protocol. about climate change, and many countries came to Japan, came to Kyoto, and they signed an agreement that each country would kind of follow certain standards to protect the environment and minimize climate change. And I think, yeah, Japan is a good example of a country that really respects nature and tries its best to preserve. Of course, Japan really invests a lot of money into technology that is eco-friendly, hybrid cars and other types of technology like that. So I think it all goes back to Shintoism, and it's just kind of ingrained in Japanese culture to love and worship nature and enjoy all 4 seasons that are enjoyed by Japanese people. So anyway, that's just a little bit of my personal comments. I could be wrong, but that's just kind of my experience of living here. So anyway, we're going to continue entering the shrine, and of course I can't record the most important area, but if I see something interesting, I'll be sure to film it. Okay, see ya. Okay, so that building over there is called Kaguraden, and that's the place where you can buy some charms for health or safety, protection, and other things like that. So those are some charms that you can buy. And then over here, this is just such a really extremely rare experience here, to be here at Ise Shrine like this, and there's nobody here. So this is one of the auxiliary shrines. So there's the main shrine, and then they have other smaller ones off to the side. And so this bridge here, of course, we're going over the Isuzu River again on this bridge. But you can see there's just 2 people right there. And we have this place all to ourselves. So yeah, it was very, very peaceful. So yeah, again, these really tall cedar trees. And so they built this shrine. These shrines are made out of cedar and cypress trees. Those are the 2 types of trees that they use to build the shrines. And they choose to use cedar and cypress because they're really strong. They can last 20 years. And also they can kind of bend and flex a little bit if there's an earthquake or natural disaster. So just to give you an idea, and see how big this tree is. It's huge. So yeah. So again, they have the chigi that kind of jut out at the top. That's a special kind of architecture here. And then the katsuo are the other kind of logs on top as well. So anyway, this is an auxiliary shrine, so it's not the main one, but it's definitely connected to Ise Shrine, and it's here to the side. Okay, see you later. Okay, so here we are at the main sanctuary. And here again you can see these really huge cedar trees. These are really, really massive. And you can see a lot of people coming and touching them, hugging them. It's just so big. Here. So really, really big. They just make humans look so small. And so these are wrapped at the bottom because a long time ago people used to cut them down as souvenirs. They would peel they'd peel the bark off the trees. And so they put those there to protect the trees from people taking the bark as a souvenir. So Anyway, here we are. This is the main altar. And this is where Amaterasu is enshrined here. And again, she's the sun goddess and maybe the most important god or goddess in Shinto. So this again is the holiest of holies. And of course there's no photography allowed, no videos are allowed up there. But this is it. This is kind of the main place. And again, we're just here in the middle of this. Here you can see how small those people look compared to the trees. But yeah, this is where we are here in the middle of just this really serene forest. Just really, really beautiful nature. And this, even the weather too, it's got almost like a microclimate here. It's a really unique kind of temperature and weather here. So anyway, it feels like a sacred place for sure. When you come here, you definitely feel like you're in a special place just because of the environment. So anyway, okay, we're gonna go up and pay our respects to Amaterasu, and we'll see you later. Bye. All right, so we have now finished our walk around the shrine, and I think it took just over an hour. Maybe it takes quite some time to walk around. It's a really big shrine, and the auxiliary shrines, it takes time to get from point A to point B, so it takes probably between an hour and a half to really go around and do everything right. So anyway, this is called Uji Bashi, or the Uji Bridge here. This is where we started the video here at the inner shrine of Ise Shrine. So again, surrounded by really beautiful scenery here. This tree, again, there's a mountain back there, and then right over there, that is the street leading up to the shrine with all the snacks and food and everything. That was Oharaimachi.
And Okage Yokocho.
Yeah, Okage Yokocho is an area over there where they have kind of restored back to the Edo period, and so the architecture and everything feels like a small town with restored architecture. You can enjoy a snack, and then today they actually had a taiko drumming concert, and so that was for free. You could enjoy some traditional Japanese drums. So anyway, I think this is going to be the end of our video. So do you have any final message?
Well, this is a really special place. Yeah, I feel really something, I don't know how to say, important. Yeah, this is a special place, and every time I come here, I find something new and I learn something new. And today also I study and learn a lot. So thank you for giving me this opportunity to come here.
Yeah. Anything in Japanese?
すごい伊勢神宮、やっぱりすごい特別な場所ですね。もし来られる機会があったらぜひ来てください。
Yeah, so as I said, this is kind of the holiest of holies, the most sacred shrine in all of Japan. There are a lot of important places in Japan, and it's hard to make a ranking, but I think almost everybody would agree this is the #1 most sacred place in all of Japan. So when you come here, you do feel it. You feel that there's something special in the air, the atmosphere here, and people come here from all over Japan to visit the shrine. Of course, international tourists come here as well. So, and all of this is connected to Japanese mythology. And so before you come, I would recommend studying a little bit of Japanese mythology about how the Japanese islands were created. And of course, all the different gods. And Amaterasu, she's enshrined here. So that's kind of why this place is so important. And so if you understand or you study a little bit of Japanese mythology before coming, I think that would help you appreciate what you see, and to have a deeper understanding and respect for this place. So highly recommend it. It's not that inconvenient. So if you're in Kyoto, Osaka, or Nagoya, it's not so hard to get here. I think you can come by Kintetsu train or by JR. So definitely come here if you get a chance. And yeah, also check out Nabara no Sato. There are a lot of places here in Mie Prefecture that you can explore and enjoy. So don't just come for one day. Make it a 2 or 3 day trip if you can. So anyway, I think that's all for today. And again, if you like it, please click like. And if you have anything to say, please write a comment below. I'd love to hear any comments. And of course, subscribe. I will continue making more videos like this, explaining some of Japanese history and different places in Japan, and to kind of put you in our shoes as we walk around here in Japan, explore, discover, and learn more about this beautiful country. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.